Whether cheer should be considered a sport or not has been something that has been debated very heavily for a very long time. I have been cheering for 11 years, and I believe that cheer should be considered a sport. The main parts of cheer are physical exertion, skill, and competing. According to worldsultimate.com, cheerleaders are athletes. They require physical demanding and mentally challenging as any activity. That quote is kind of confusing, but basically what they're saying is that cheer, just like any other sport, requires physical activity and mentally challenging activities, just like football or basketball. So the first part of cheer is physical exertion. According to dictionary.com, the definition of a sport is an athletic activity requiring skill or physical prowess and often of a competitive nature. In cheer, there's definitely athletic activity and physical exertion. The main points, or the main parts of cheer are stunting, tumbling, jumps, and dancing. Many people argue that cheer is just a few hand motions that anybody can do. However, this is not the way cheer is. According to activekids.com, when you think of sports injuries, full contact sports like football probably come to mind. However, one of the most dangerous sports in terms of serious injury is not football, soccer, or basketball. It's cheerleading. So, in order to be ranked the most dangerous sport, it has to actually be a sport, so this proves that cheer is a sport. And if cheer is the most dangerous sport, they're obviously doing more activity than just a few hand motions if they get more injuries than football players. So this is a video of a stunt routine that one team did. So as you can tell from that video, cheer definitely requires physical exertion and it's very exhausting, just like any other sport. So the second part of cheer is having skill. So like I said, stunting, just because you're strong or just because you're light doesn't mean you'll be able to base well or fly good. Then with tumbling, you have to have patience and strength. It does not come easy. With jumping, it's not just about flexibility, it's also about core muscle. And of course, dancing doesn't come easy to everyone. You have to practice a lot. So also with these 4 things, you have to be patient with it. You have to try hard, you have to work for it and really want it. So these are pictures of some jumps. This is a team toe touch. This is a left hurdler, a right front hurdler, and a pike. And they may look really easy by what these cheerleaders are doing, but I can assure you it is not. And then this in the middle is a pyramid that one team did in the middle of their routine. So the third part of cheer is competing. A lot of people think that cheerleaders are just a pretty face on the sideline. However, they are much more than that. They have to work very hard to perform in order to take the mat. Most coaches will say that if you're not good enough, you're not up to their standards, they'll pull you from competitions. And believe me, coaches' standards are very high. And many people don't realize that both competitive cheerleaders and school cheerleaders do compete. Many people think that school cheerleaders are just cheering on football, but we do compete. According to bleacherreport.com, they said, if you have ever seen a cheer competition, then you know how competitive these girls and sometimes guys can be. So these right here are just a few of my medals from one competitive cheer season. And these medals are not something that are earned but just a few hand motions that just anybody could do. You have to work really hard in order to earn them. And so, like I said, cheer is about physical exertion, skill, and competing, and therefore it should be considered a sport. Varsity.com states, as you can see, cheerleading meets all of the athletic specifications, but because cheerleading's primary purpose is to support high school and college athletic teams, competitions come second. In other words, cheerleading is more than a sport. Although many people may not see cheer as a sport, it definitely should be considered one. In order to do cheer, you can't just walk in and think that you're going to be able to be good at it. You have to have skill, you have to work hard, you have to perform. So the next time you see cheerleaders performing, just know that what they're doing is hard and they work very hard to do this, and it is a sport. Thank you.